All right, so earlier today we dropped our prediction on the match between Qatar against Switzerland, and we actually dropped the link on our Telegram platform. And if you have watched that particular video, you must have dropped your own correct score prediction on it for the chance to win our long form from. So right now we are going to look into the match between Brazil against Morocco. So for the match against between Qatar and Switzerland, most of the correct score that we have here that many people have been dropping in the comment section in that particular video has been 0-1, 1-2, and I think we have 2-0, 2-0 for most of it is 2-0 that Switzerland will win by 2 goals to nothing. So I can see that many of us are supporting this Switzerland to actually win, but in football we can actually experience surprise. So in that particular video I share with you guys some stats prediction whereby we always look into market options like the total shot in that particular game. We always look at bookings, we always look at a foul, and we always look at total goals to be scored in those particular games. So we have it in most of the international games that has been played already. All right, so right now we are going to look into the match between Brazil and Morocco. All right, so let's check the let us use the data that we generated using our prompt to analyze the possible outcomes in those particular match. So after the fixtures and the contest that these two teams had in the friendly, this will be their first time against each other in the 2026 World Cup, and this happens to be an important match for the two teams. This is the marquee clash of the Group C, with Scotland and Haiti rounding out the group. The winner of this fixture immediately becomes the overwhelming favorite to secure the top spot and a favorable draw in the knockout round. Alright, so if we are to look into their recent form analysis, you can actually read through. So the recent form analysis is always based on the last 10 matches, and for Brazil in the last 10 games they had 6 wins, 3 draw and 1 loss, and for Morocco in the last 10 games they had 7 wins, 2 draw and 1 loss. So looking at the home performance, you can actually read through this. That is Brazil contest playing on neutral US soil. Brazil typically enjoys overwhelming crowd support in North America, but this is not the major aspect that we are going to look into, because the prediction model has already done most of the work for us. Our own is just to extract the insight from most of the data that we are able to generate. All right, looking at the head to head, the last meeting, that is we have the head to head results: Morocco 2-1 against Brazil, and if you are to look at their missing player impact, we have Richardson, maybe Doptu, blah blah blah, like that. The role of the missing players, and from Morocco's side, we have Mazraoui, Doptu, based on the fatigue, but most of these are not really important in the method that I want to use to extract the analysis. So the first section that I will actually look into is the statistic projection. So this particular statistic projection that you guys are seeing doesn't mean that this is how the match will actually end up. It won't end up like this exactly, no, but this is just like a blueprint for how the match will be played and how it will end based on data. Now, most of the options that we always look into here is the total shot to be expected in that particular game. And of recent, I don't look into the corners, because the corners in international games or any tournament is not always consistent. So corners happens to be one of the stats that it is always very difficult to predict, although sometimes when you predict it, it always move well, most times with league games. But when it comes to international match fixtures, the consistency of corners is not always there. All right, so in this particular match, if we are to look into the total shots to be expected in this particular game, I'm actually looking into probably under 27.5 or under 28.5 total shots, under 27 or under 28.5 total shot. And if we are to look into the total foul to be committed, this one, I'll be looking into over 20.5 foul. Expect more than 20 fouls in this particular match, or more than 21 fouls, more than 21. And for the yellow card, I will actually skip that particular section. And moving forward, we are going to check the possible score line. And for those that want to predict maybe who to win, actually, I want to advise you guys to actually look into this particular direction. Although we have 56% chance that the home team, which is Brazil, will actually win. 26% that the match will end up in a draw, because Morocco defensive structure is arguably the best in international football. If the game is 0-0 at 60 minutes, the likelihood of a draw spikes. So for those people that always, check into the live match or they watch the game around 60 minutes, this happens to be an insight for you. I know that Morocco, they are very good at defense, very very good. Their defense is very very solid. They have and they have an organized pattern when it comes to defense and the way they move and stuff like that. So they are very good, and the chance that Morocco will win this match is 18%. Now, most you can read through the match scenario. Actually, it is like the script for the match, but the predicted scoreline that we have here is 1-0, and the alternative scoreline is 1-1. So please don't forget, you can drop your own correct score in the comment section based on what we've read so far, and you can also go outside of this analysis, analyze and drop your own correct score in the comment section for the chance to win our long form prompt. And for the total goals to be expected in this match, apart from the total foul that I predicted, which is either over 21 or over 20.5, and we predicted the total shot to be expected in this particular match, which is under 27 or under 28.5 total shots. For this game, I'll be looking into the total goals to be expected is under 4.5. If the goals in this particular match exceeded 4, that means that is the uncertainty of sport, because I'm not expecting that in this particular game. So if you have any question, kindly drop it in the comment section. And for the ebook on our prompt, how to get our prompt, the importance of each segment of this particular prompt, and how to generate something similar to that, you can actually check out our ebook for this particular prompt. It is affordable, and you can drop your correct score for the chance to get this ebook without purchasing it. All right, see you guys in the next edition. Don't forget to like this particular video, subscribe to this channel, and drop a comment in case if you have any question. See you guys. Bye bye.